Okay, so in my discussion with your mom, she has said, because Andy Stanley says a lot, the goal is for your kids to want to hang out with you when they're older.
Yeah.
And so from what I have observed and heard, all of you all want to hang out with your parents.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the question we've been asking her is what they did to foster that as adults you all still want to hang out. So what would you say is the thing that your parents did that you're how old?
28.
You're 28. So as a 28-year-old man, father, husband, you want to hang out with your parents. What did they do?
Wow. Okay, so I'll say this because this is probably the most profound statement that I know to this day is that rules as a parent, and as a parent myself, is that rules without relationship equals rebellion. Mm-hmm. So obviously the legalism, just having a rule and not having the relationship. And I only have little kids, so that looks a little different than having teenagers. But rules with relationship equals response. Mm-hmm. So that, I think that was the philosophy that my parents lived by. And so practically, I think that looked like, with 7 kids in my family, I think it looked like intentional time. So like I remember the first real memory I have even with my mom is like I was 10 years old and she took me on a date to see Spider-Man. It was the first Spider-Man that came out. And I'll never forget that. I think that was the beginning of building a really intimate relationship with my mom, and just her showing interest in my interest. And I think that's the key, is that you have relationships with your kids and show interest in what they are interested in. And I think my parents proved that you can do that with 1 kid or with 7.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's just the key is that you don't lean into the rules without having the relationship.
And so what is your relationship with your parents now like?
Oh, I mean, now it's just help me. Really, it's just help. Like, I lean into them to help me as a parent with young kids. It's like, I think as you get older, it becomes a friendship and it becomes a discipleship. And it's not like they're telling me what to do, obviously, but it just becomes me seeking wisdom and advice for where I'm at. Like, I've got a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old, so for me, it's just trying to figure out the wisest way to handle those situations. And they're far removed from that, but they still have great advice. So, yeah. For right now, it's just enjoying it, and they would say the same thing. It's like they get to enjoy the relationships with their kids now. They're not parenting anymore, you know? So they just get to enjoy the fruit of relationship with their kids, and I'm sure that's incredible for them, and it's awesome for us because we get to lean into their wisdom and their love, and they're kind of like walking us through where we're at, from oldest to youngest. We all are in a similar phase, with kids. So,
and you're number what?
Number 5.
You're number 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nate Condry.
Let's go.